are back to this man.
As I reach the end of the dock, I see a man standing with a fishing rod in hand. There's an extra one on the ground next to him.
An extra one?
Join him or continue walking?
Now that's a freaking... Let's save over this one.
Yes, let's join him.
Let's join the old...
Oh yeah, you can play minigames.
Oh, yes.
Fishing is always more enjoyable with company. Excuse me, may I join you?
Of course, take a rod. The fish in this area are notoriously fickle. I'll show you the ropes.
What ropes?
Oh, hell yeah.
To cast, hold spacebar until the bar is filled, then release. Wait for the fish to bite the hook. To reel in, press space repeatedly to move the indicator and keep it in the green. You gotta get 5.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Right on the thingy.
Nope. Fish! Keep it in the green.
No.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, you got nothing.
I got too excited. Yeah. No.
Yeah, you gotta keep it.
It's weird. Yeah. Alright, come on. Come on!
That takes a lot.
Yeah, that's a... Yeah. Come on, we gotta fish it.
Gotta do it 5 times.
Come on. Dang, that's hard. One more time. God.
You just had to like hit it.
I know, it's hard when it's a big space bar.
Okay. Seems like I'm a bit rusty with my rod.
Well.
Skip. Huh. I'm not half bad at this. Or so I think, until I look at the man next to me and see that he has 3 buckets full of fish in the time I took to fill one. You filled nothing.
Yeah. Thanks for keeping me company.
But sure. That drained me more than I would like to admit.
I know, hitting that rod.
I head away from the docks and back into town now, more than ready to collapse into the plush mountain of a bed in my room.
The plush mountain of Garret's chest. Chest hair.
As I'm heading back into town, I see a woman moving in the distance.
Oh.
Is she skateboarding?
I saw a skeleton.
On this uneven pavement? Uneven.
Yeah. That's her.
She's humming to herself and hasn't noticed me at all. Her voice is hauntingly beautiful and her movements are so fluid she almost appears to be floating on her skateboard.
Oh.
And then she trips. One of the board's front wheels gets caught on some uneven cobble and sends her tumbling to the ground. I rush over to her, but she has already righted herself. Luckily, she seems unharmed, though her cheeks flush with embarrassment once we lock eyes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see that? Are you alright?
Are you alright? She nods quickly. Her ears are burning red.
Oh. I'm fine, except for my ego.
Are you sure it's a good idea to be skating on roads like this? You should at least wear a helmet or something.
Or rollerblade. I've done a bunch of times. It's fine.
I've only crashed on every street here.
Just got a bit distracted is all. Thank you for your concern, though.
She grabs her skateboard and rubs the back of her neck.
Oh.
She looks eager to get on her way and forget this ever happened, it seems.
Well, you have a good night.
You as well, and keep an eye out next time.
Then I do a salute. Oh, I certainly will.
She hops on her board and skates back down the street until she's out of sight.
Out of sight.
I've had my fair share of public mishaps. I can only imagine the embarrassment she felt. I continue on my way back to Gilman's Inn.
Gilms in.
I caught no fish. Ophelia is already asleep when I get there. Her glasses are folded neatly on her bedside table next to the glass of water and book. She always did that at home, too. Let myself take comfort in the familiar sight before changing and sinking into my own bed. The plush blankets feel like they just swallow me whole.
Oh.
The stress of trying to find Ophelia, the long bus ride, my thesis, all that tension drains out of my body as I melt into the mattress.
All that tension between me and Garret.
I don't remember falling asleep, or most of my dreams for that matter. But the one thing I do recall is dreaming about a bright flash of light in the sky over the open sea, and then Garret appears and descends upon the earth.
Oh my. Oh.
Still 2006. Awake to the familiar, woody, spicy aroma of Ophelia's morning tea.
Odin father.
She's already up and dressed, a tumbler in her hand and a second on the desk next to her.
Already on Tumblr.
She gives me a delighted look when she notices I'm awake.
Morning, Emerson Spud. I have some work I need to do today, but I didn't just want to head out before you got up. Back.
Where are you heading?
I have a meeting with someone in town that I need to comb the beaches and tide pools. Take some samples if I can.
I settle into a mild disappointment. I suppose I'm on my own today.
Oh, it's so boring. I'd rather have fun.
I hope it goes well, Ophelia.
Thanks. I'll be back after dinner. I got a lot of work to do. I'm sure you understand.
All I can muster is a simple nod.
All I can mustard. You're the best, Emerson Spud.
She gasped for a moment before bringing me the second tumbler. The rich, waxy notes hit me as she holds it out.
I made you a cup, in case you wanted it.
Yes?
Yeah?
This is my breakfast.
It's the same blend I used at home. I mean, it's just how you like it.
I wrap my hands around the tumbler and bring it to my lips.
So big. You need two hands.
It's a bold black tea that sends a surge of warmth through my whole body. It's cut with a splash of milk and nothing more. It's perfect. I can already feel my senses sharpening and my brain waking up. This is great.
It's great.
Ophelia beams with pride.
Beams. I'm glad. Oh, and before I go, I always get breakfast at the coffee shop down the road. It's called the Providence Pours. I know that place. It was down there.
Well, I was outside of there.
Yeah. If when I go, I left some money on the desk. Consider it an apology having to work while you're here.
You really didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I brought money.
But I wanted to. Let me treat you. Anyway, I gotta head out. Places to be, people to meet, sea urchins to sample. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you later.
And with that, she's gone.
Yeah.
I let myself lay in bed and a little while longer before prying myself from the cozy prison of blankets and pillows. A trip to the local coffee shop didn't sound half bad. You just drank coffee.
Yeah, more coffee.
I gather my belongings, slip on my coat, and duck out of the streets of Cape Town. Well, you don't shuffle this time?
Where's the ducks? That was not a duck.
It was about a 5-minute walk from the bed and breakfast to the coffee shop.
5 minutes?
Yeah. As I enter, I'm greeted by warm air made thick with the smell of roasted coffee beans and cinnamon. There are a few customers meandering about.
Meandering?
Yeah.
Oh.
All cradling coffee mugs in their hands.
Yeah, I really painted a picture in my nose.
Only one man tends to the counter, and God, does he look bored. Hey, it's that one. Wait, I remember him. He was at the bed and breakfast last night, rummaging through all the papers.
And that's why the music came in.
I approach the counter and he immediately seems to perk up.
Welcome to Providence Pours. What can I get you?
Nothing. Just a chocolate muffin, please.
Sure thing. Name him for the order.
Emerson Spud.
Yes, the full thing.
He nods, uncaps a Sharpie with his mouth, and scribbles something down on a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Can you write Emerson Spud on a cup?
It won't fit.
I pay for my order with some of the money Ophelia left me. Wait, why do I need a cup?
To drink.
But wasn't I just getting a chocolate muffin?
Yeah, to drink.
Afterwards, he leans on the counter and I get a good look at his name tag. Mikel.
Mikel. He's like a nickel. Did you see the B&B yesterday?
Yeah, I saw you. Can I just get my order? Yeah, what were you doing?
What were you doing? Now we have to have him on here.
Well, we're missing
Garret.
one still. You didn't get the skateboarder.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you doing there? You were standing in the corner looking at some papers.
I helped with their menu.
They have a menu?
Yeah. They had the bed part down, but they're severely lacking in the breakfast department. You made a good choice coming here instead.
That's a little rude. I'll be the judge of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll be the judge of that, yeah. Michael's smile widens and he chuckles softly.
Noted. I'll take extra care to pick the best muffin from the display case.
Just give me my muffin. With that, Michael glides away to start preparing my order.
How is he doing that?
Puts his arms out and glides away.
He doesn't even have a skateboard, and it's on flatter ground.
As I'm about to go sit down, he throws a question over his shoulder.
He throws a question at me. What brings you to Cape Lockehurst?
Just visiting. My friend is here, and apparently this town is haunted.
Do you want a Hertz donut? Oh, my friend did just visiting. Nah, I want the big one.
I have a friend staying here, and I'm visiting her. We first heard about this place on some ghost hunters blog, so we were intrigued. His eyes flash, and he suddenly seems much more animated.
He did. Do you believe in that sort of stuff? Ghosts, monsters, demons?
Leprechauns? They make for interesting stories, I do.
Such a big choice. Let's make it an 8.
Top or middle?
I do.
There are just too many stories about supernatural phenomena across cultures for it to all be coincidence.
Spoken like a scholar or something.
Yes. Oh, well, I study folklore and anthropology. He chuckles softly.
That checks out.
After a few minutes of waiting, Michael deposits my order onto the counter.
Here you go, Emerson Spud.
Thanks.
Oh, you.
As I'm picking up my order, a familiar woman glides in. Why is everyone gliding?
My usual, Michael. Okay.
Michael smiles and holds out a to-go mug to her.
Oh, already have it here. You're late, Angel. Oh, it's not like you care, darling.
The two exchange glares before laughing.
Thank you, Michael.
She takes a coffee before turning to me.
Oh, I remember you from last night. You seem like you have found a way eventually, darling.
Oh, yes, thank you again.
Of course, darling. Now if you ever find yourself terribly bored, I help run the library in town. Do come by and visit, and could get quite dull without visitors.
Maybe I could find some books for my thesis.
Yes. And maybe Garret. Does he
I'll
read?
visit if I have time. I will stop by for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
I have some research I need to do, so I just might take you up on that.
Lovely. It's not on Main Street, so do you try not to get lost, darling?
You guys have a big sign that says library?
Yeah.
Har, har.
Har, har.
Thank you for the offer.
Angelique Lebeau. I look forward to getting to know you, darling.
I'm Emerson Spud, and likewise. She bows her head and takes her leave. She also glides out.
Yeah.
You two seem to know one another. Everyone in the town probably knows one another.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a regular. Comes in every day, before work. Speaking of, how long are you staying?
A few days.
Yeah.
He nods and smiles.
Got it. We're almost open for business to get, business could get slow. It'd be nice to have some fresh faces around here.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see a few of the other customers casting annoyed glances at him.
Oh.
Are one of them Garret?
Name's Michael, by the way. Michael Javier Ordonez.
I don't need your full name.
Yeah, we just Mikel.
Nice to meet you. He nods and watches me with such intense curiosity I could feel my ears burn. Before they combust into flames, I thank him, take my order, and head back to my room.
Where's the beefy muffin, Garret?
Nothing warms me up on a drab day like a hot drink and overpriced muffin from a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's gonna lose money quick.
I have a full day ahead of me with limitless possibilities.
Library.
Well, considering the size of this town, the possibilities are actually quite limited. I suppose I'll make the most of my time and explore what I can.
Oh.
Where should I go?
Let's save here.
There's a Garret option.
Oh my god. Finally. Garrett's ward.
Last night, the kind farmer invited me to see his farm.
Let's see those goats.
Some fresh air and cute farm animals I hardly needed to convince myself to visit.
I was like, I have to take the first choice that he gave me to offer.
The long road out of town leads to a large field of jade green grass with a few humble buildings dotting the landscape. I see no goats.
Yeah.
After following a well-worn path, I arrive at a large single-story farmhouse.
So he lied.
The ivory paint is chipping and stained where plants used to cling to it. A few pieces of the deck fences and lawn furniture look quite new, as if just recently repaired. In the distance, I can hear a small chorus of bleats.
Oh.
Sure enough, just past the house, there's a pen full of sheep and goats. And Garret for some reason. I don't see Garret around, so I begin to amble round the side of the house. And almost run to a small girl no older than 12. She scurries away with eyes as wide as saucers.
She got away.
And then transforms into Garret.
Whoa! Slow down there, Squirt.
I could hear Garret's warm laugh as he turns the corner holding the child's hand in his... The likeness was startling.
Emerson Spud. Great seeing you again. Sorry if Cassidy gave you a scare.
He looks down to the child and he nods in my direction.
Nods. Cass this is Emerson Spud. They're visiting from out of town.
The small girl Cassidy hides behind Garret, her eyes never leaving me. Hello, or change subject?
Hello. Is she crying or is that... Yeah. Oh, hello.
I do my best to seem as friendly as possible. Hello, Cassidy. I'm Emerson Spud. I like your farm. Do you like goats?
You're a human.
Huh? Garret lets out a thunderous laugh. He only likes goats.
Kids.
The young girl Cassidy gives me an odd look before running off on her own.
Kids and goats are almost the same.
Garret shakes his head and smiles at me.
Glad you decided to visit me all the way out here. Let me just stretch out the glutes and a bit more than that. Let me just pick up this grape on the floor. This place is my life's work. I've raised the herd myself, milked the goats, Shear the sheep, even set myself up a small business selling yarn.
That sounds like a lot of work for one man.
Oh, look at that shape. It does a lot. It is. Back when Cass's mom was around, she'd help with some of the work.
Only some.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
It's not like that. We just split up a few years back. So I'm single.
I see. Well, it's impressive that you do all this on your own.
Well, you had to change the pose or something. Thank you. Truly, I don't need I don't mind all the labor, but it's what I love doing.
Okay.
Do you need to give me those freaking eyes? It just gets lonely all the way out here. Not many folks from the towns visit unless I'm throwing a party.
Are you throwing a party?
Even when then they're more interested in the herd and my cooking than anything else. I was seeing something else there instead of cooking.
I suppose I'm just here to visit then, but it's also quite peaceful. Yeah, it's a bit unpleasant.
Gotta change him up with a better pose. Alright, and now, it's quite peaceful.
I imagine it can also be quite peaceful.
That it can. It's a good place to raise Cass, too. For that matter. Well, since you came all the way out here, how about I introduce you to the herd?
I would love to meet them.
I'll warn you, they're a handful.
With another warm laugh, he leads me around the side of the house. Just as he opens the pen for us to enter, the goats rush out past us. I could barely hear Cassidy's giggles as the stampede tears through the farm.
And tears through me. Oh no, my goats!
The goats.
Oh, we gotta get them off. We gotta get them back.
Minigame?
We gotta click on them.
He springs into action and I follow him.
Rolls into a ball.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, so I just follow his lead and try to wrangle at least one.
Mid-game.
Oh.
I think I did it.
I guess you did it. I was able to wrangle all of one goat, who gave me a mighty headbutt to the shin.
Woof.
Garret and I latch the pen shut and catch our breaths.
I know I said they're a handful, but they normally don't run out like that.
It's alright. It's that
alright.
far away. That's okay, animals can be unpredictable sometimes.
You could say that again. Still, I don't know what got into them.
He pauses before his eyes dart to Cassie, who is still giggling and holding something behind her back.
Cass, what are you holding behind your back?
She suddenly looks quite sheepish and shakes her head.
Cass, don't lie to your old man. Did you swipe their treats? I don't know.
With a good-natured laugh, he reaches down and tickles Cassie, causing her to drop a bag of animal crackers she was hiding.
Treachery. To think my own flesh and blood is capable of betrayal.
Cassie explodes into giggles as Garret continues to tickle her. She explodes.
She explodes right after. Those are our favorite treats, you little imp. Trying to get your old man and his guests trampled.
Try to kill us both with goats. He spends some time tickling her and swinging her around before he finally releases her into the sky.
Into the field all the way over there. Blasting off again.
Cassie scampers away with a mischievous grin. Yeah, leaving Garret and me alone with the goats.
Light of my life, that one.
She seems so shy at first.
She was a tricky little scamp. She didn't mean any harm by it, I promise.
He claps a large hand on my shoulder, breaking it.
Now let's get on to the tour then.
It took about an hour for Garret to show me his entire farm, most of which was spent petting his animals.
Yes.
His land was certainly impressive, and his warm demeanor never faltered. I almost didn't want to leave, but he had errands to run, so I had to. Luckily, though, he said I was welcome back any time.
Yes.
Where should I go?
Oh, the next area.
Main Street or Cape Thingy?
Oh,
The library or the middle of town?
we could check the library.
Visiting there sounds nice. Luckily, it wasn't too hard to find.
I'm there already.
That TV. Or a picture. I think that's a picture.
I think it's a picture of a guy.
Between the old carpeting and rich mahogany wood paneling, it felt like I was stepping into one of my university buildings rather than a library in a small town.
It's always looking down at you. It would be kind of weird. Oh, so you didn't decide to grace me with your presence, darling.
Despite her words, her face remains fixed into a focused frown as she sorts out some papers on the front desk. Nice to see you again. She nods a half-hearted acknowledgement before returning her full attention to her work. Bookshelves divide the room into a maze of narrow corridors. If there were anyone other than the Angel and myself here, I certainly couldn't see them.
They were just lost.
I strolled to the desk to get a look at what was holding Angel's attention.
Another book.
Scraps of paper lay in disarray before her. Maybe it was a newspaper clipping once, but now it's nothing but sorry jigsaw pieces on her desk. What you doing? Where's the history section?
What you doing?
What are you doing?
Trying to reassemble this document. A child got a hold of it during story time, and I couldn't snatch it away from his hands fast enough.
She sighs and shakes her head.
First, the children are listening like perfect little cherubs. The next thing, they're ripping apart books, wrestling one another, and having a contest to see who could scream the loudest.
Seems like story time is a veritable war zone.
It certainly is not for the faint of heart. Before you go taking refuge in the book, could you perhaps take a look at these pieces?
Minigame.
I've been up all night recognizing for your section. Oh, my brain is leaking out of my ear. I need another set of eyes on this.
Sure.
Yeah, minigame.
I'd love to help. Kind of curious to see what it says, too.
It's not special, but I admire your curiosity nonetheless. Nonetheless. Now let's piece this baby together. If it shows up, there it is.
This one
Well,
goes
this
there,
piece goes over there.
and
This
then you
doesn't
rotate
turn.
with Q and E.
Oh.
Probably the bottom.
Now let's put it a bit higher. Put this over here. This
Rotate.
goes over there.
Confound
Kung
comment.
Fu. Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes like that. There.
It's fine. U.S. to increase aid overseas.
AIDS.
Enrique Perrin wins election in landslide.
Alright, got you. There we go.
Crash lands. And there we go. Nothing more satisfying than a puzzle solved. Seems like an old newspaper clipping from the 40s, maybe.
No, the kid ripped it up.
It's reporting on a mayoral election, war efforts, and a strange comet landing in the waters just off Cape Lockehurst.
Oh, the mystery.
I remember reading about that when I was researching this place online.
Thank you very much, Emerson Spot. While we cannot restore it to original condition, I can at least preserve it, or what's left of it. And it's not like I don't have folded copies.
So my efforts were for nothing.
Yeah, you could have just photocopied it.
No problem.
No problem. That's some archiving I need to work on. If you need anything at all, darling, give me a call. Alright.
Of course, thank you. She nods and waves me off with a small smile before continuing to organize other papers on her desk. I take my leave down the thin aisles of the library, peering down every row until one strikes my fancy. History and religion, bingo.
That's the whole title, History and Religion Bingo. You'll be playing bingo by yourself. We gotta end it there. On bingo. Alright, seriously then.
Bye.